I never tried to give my kids different food than I would eat myself, even when they were little. I'd always have the same food for them and for me. Didn't matter. Has onions in it, greens, vegetables, broccoli, spinach, whatever. You're going to eat it same as me. You don't want it? Okay. You don't have to eat anything then. I don't care. That's the way I did it. Except for one thing, I wouldn't put it in the very spicy food because I know that really kids can't handle that. And I see that as a good thing because now that they're older, they eat the food, they eat pretty much everything that I eat, and they love it. There are a few exceptions, but that's the way it goes. You teach your kids how to eat good food when they're young, they're going to eat good food when they're old. That's the way it goes. And it's the same with your customers. Why do people try to tailor everything to the customer experience, the customer way? Sometimes it's better to take a step back and say, like, we're going to do it our way. And if the customer likes it, then that's good. If they don't, then say goodbye to the customer. There are a couple of great examples of this. One, Ryanair. I think Ryanair has the worst reputation possible. It has a horrible reputation, and I can understand that because they have all these microtransactions and they're not very friendly. But it's very convenient for a lot of people, and people like to use Ryanair. Even though they don't like the company, they still use them because they've managed to find a difference between convenience and cost on one side and then customer experience on the other. And convenience and cost always win out. Another example is Apple. Apple does not really care about the customer experience that much. They care about the user experience. They want to have a stable, they want their platform to be very usable, but it's not actually that friendly to other people. It's very closed off. And that's okay because they're like, well, you can either choose us or not, your choice, but we're not going to go in between. And they don't tailor the experience to everybody. They're like, this is who it is, that's it. This is what we're going for. And there's a lot to be said for this because that creates your boundaries, that creates your borders, that shows you where you go and where you don't go. Just like me with the food. It's like, here's the food I'm eating. You want to eat it? Good. You don't have to eat anything. I don't mind. And that's the way it should be. So are you tailoring your product, your service, what you offer? Are you tailoring it to your customer? Or are you taking that step back and saying, okay, well, this is what we offer. Then you can take it or leave it. And when you do that, what happens is you're creating that point at which you become more of the something you can reproduce and market to more people rather than something that's just very individualized and sometimes you can't. So just think about that. Where do you want to sit it? What is your sweet spot in there? How do you do this? Because for every company and every sort of like growth in the company, it's different. When you first begin, yeah, you're tailoring a lot to your customer because you don't really know what you're doing. And as I've grown as a marketer, as a consultant, as a copywriter, I tailor it less and less. I know what I can do, and yes, I can write this way and do that, but I prefer this, and this is really my sweet spot in there. So think about it for yourself. Where are you in that spectrum? Are you in take us or leave us, or are you in I'm tailoring everything according to what my customer wants? All are good, but one has a lot more success, money, and growth than the other one, which will give you into basically you're working a job. Just think about that. Tell me what your experience is, where you are in this. Give me a like, and let me know. I'll be talking to you soon.